All right, let's look at the homework 4.3, problem number 2. All right, so we want to find the interval of increase and decrease, and let's do that. All right, so we need a derivative. So f prime of x is equal to, all right, so we have two things multiplied together. So this is the first guy, this is the second guy. So product rule. Right, derivative of the first is 2/3 in front. X to the, subtract 1 from 2/3 is negative 1/3. Times the second, so x minus 7. Plus, first guy is x to the 2/3. And multiply by derivative second, which is 1. Right, then what we want to do is we want to simplify before we set it equal to 0. So here, all right, so first one looks like 2 lives upstairs, so I'm gonna put 2 upstairs. All right, then 3 lives downstairs, so I'm gonna put 3 downstairs. And then because of the negative power, x is going to live downstairs, right? Then we still have to raise it to 1/3 power, so we put the 1/3 power. And then we're going to have times x minus 7. So I'm going to put x minus 7 up here, right? Plus, right here, since I want to get 3x to the 1/3 power, so I'm going to actually, first, I'm going to just ignore this 1. And then I'm going to multiply bottom by 3x to the 1/3 power. And top by 3x to the 1/3 power. Right, so this is going to be, so you're going to have a 3x to the 1/3 power, same denominator now, right? 3 times, so 3 here, and x to the 2/3 times x to the 1/3 is going to be just x. Right, so if you combine them, you will get, let's see, 2x plus 3x, so it's going to be 5x. And then 2 times negative 7 is negative 14, right? Then you have a 3x to the 1/3 power. All right, so if you set that equal to 0, we can just set the numerator equal to 0. So x is going to be equal to 14/5, right? So this is one of the critical numbers. Right, and also since when x equals 0, denominator becomes 0. So since f prime of 0 is undefined, and which means that x equals 0 is also a critical number. So this is the critical number of second kind. All right, so we're gonna have, so we can just do the number line here, and we need 2 tick marks. We need one for 0 and the other one for 14/5. Right, so we're going to look at the sign of f prime. Right, so we're going to try anything less than 0. So I'm going to try negative 1. Right, and here's the derivative here. Right, so if you put the negative 1, so denominator is going to be negative because the cube root of negative 1 is still negative. Negative 1 times 5 minus 14, so that's going to be negative. So negative divided by negative is positive, actually. Right, anything between 0 and 14/5, so I'll like 1. So let's try that. And then, so denominator is going to be obviously 1, I mean the positive. Numerator is going to be 5 minus 14 is still negative. So negative divided by positive is negative. Right, anything bigger than 14/5, so we're going to try x equals 3. And if you try 3, you see that denominator is still positive. 3 times 5, 15 minus 14 is going to be positive. So positive divided by positive is positive. So original function is increasing there and decreasing between 0 and then 14/5 and increasing there. All right, so let's write it down here. So it's going to be increasing in the beginning. So it's going to be from negative infinity to 0. And then also, actually, we can include 0 probably. And then we have, let's see, set. So you have a and from 14 over 5 to infinity, so positive infinity, right? So we have that, so that's increasing there. And between 0 and 14 over 5 is decreasing, right? So we have that. All right, let's check the answer. All right, I came back and we got the part A and part B correctly. And the part C is finding a local minimum and a local maximum. All right, so if you can see that here, since it's going up, turning to going down, you're going to have a maximum there. And it's going down to going up at 14 over 5, you're going to have a minimum there. So we just need to compute these. If you plug in 0 there, f of 0 is going to be 0. So that one's easy. 0 times anything is 0. And then at 14 over 5, it's going to be equal to, plug it in. So you have a 14 over 5, raise it to the 2/3 power. And then 14 over 5 minus 7, right? Actually, what kind of, they want the answer to 2 decimal places. Okay, so we need to bring out the GeoGebra. Hold on a sec. All right, so we just need to compute, I'm just gonna type in 14 over 5 and raise it to the 2/3 power, and times 14 over 5 minus 7, right? So it looks like negative 8.34. So I'm going to type that in. So negative 8.34, and the maximum value is going to be 0 there. Let's see. So it's a 0 is the maximum, and this is the minimum. All right. Let's check the answer. All right, it came back and looks like it's like, oh, I typed in wrong. 8.34, right? Is that right? So let's make sure 34. All right, let's check it again. All right, it came back and looks like we got part C correctly as well. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.